remember my boss was just having me up. She was just having me up. And I was like, you know when you have those days where you're like, nah, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do my own thing. Da, 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 da. And then World Star Hip Hop had just come out at that time.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Like, yeah, I want to make the UK's like World Star. So one of my friends, his name's Gerald, he was studying website stuff at uni at the time. And I remember speaking to him and I was like, oh, can you build a website? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, I've got this idea. Da, 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 da. So I was going to see him the next day, right? And I remember I was on the train coming home. I remember I was at Plaistow Station and then Posty rings me and he's like, yo, speaking, and he's like, oh, I want to make like a UK World Star. And I'm like, oh, that's funny because I was going to speak to Joe tomorrow about like the next day about doing that. So from there.
So both of you had the same concept.
Yeah.
Same, and rang each other the same day.
Well, I didn't ring him. I was going to go do it with Gerald.
Oh, you were going to do it in another direction, then he rang you. So now you two are aligned. Okay.
Yeah. So he rang me and was like, and I said, you know, in that time, like, I don't know if I felt like it was a divine thing or whatever, but I was like, yo, tomorrow. I spoke to him and I think it was a Tuesday. I can still see it. Everything I was wearing, all of that stuff. It's Tuesday. I was going to go speak to him the next day. And then he called me. And then, yeah, we just ended up going to do it with someone else.
What do you think made you two think that you could make this happen?
Great question. When I look back on it, I think it's that mentality of like, you can just do anything. It's like what I was saying, when the studio is too much.
Yeah.
It's like, but I still want to do it. How can...
The entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah. Do you know what, bro? I hate barriers, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't hate them with like an arrogance. I'm just like, there's always what do you mean? Okay, we'll just do it.
We'll navigate through it.
Yeah, that's the word. We'll navigate it. So, yeah.
Right. That's it. So after that conversation, what was the next step? How did it begin? So is it now Joe? Who was you gonna go and check to do it with before?
Gerald.
Yeah,
I've said his name so much now. Imagine.
Did Gerald? So now it's you and Posty. Now Gerald is not involved again.
When I look back, he wouldn't have been able to do it anyway.
I hear that.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to do it anyway, and he wouldn't have been able to do it. He just wouldn't have been able to.
Gerald might say,
how's Gerald?
Yeah.
He's good.
Looking back where Gerald, seeing how his life's gone.
Gerald's good.
He's good. Not Gerald.
In his own lane. He's good in his own direction.
Yeah.
All right. So you on Post the next day. What's the first steps? Where did you not go from there? What was the first step?
You know what? I don't remember how, but we just had to get quotes in it. We had to find people that build websites, and we found some people. And I remember it was between two people, right? One was this guy who made websites, right? And he was very competent, but the layouts were boxy. And it's like, it looks like data. So technically, this makes sense. You know how this place is nice, but you could go to another place that doesn't have this, but it's still this. It's like it functions, but the look and feel. And then Posty had this guy Matt Thorne, who was called Sketchy Media at the time, right? He was doing like at the time, if someone had a good MySpace, it was probably Sketchy that did it.
I remember the
MySpace.
Yeah. So he did Posties. I think he must have done Posties layout. If not, he got in contact with him to ask. Because I remember J2K had an amazing layout. Like he's a look and feel guy. Like he's a branding kind of guy. So yeah, spoke to Sketchy, and I don't know if he could have done it. But you know when it's like, I'll figure it out kind of thing. But the look and feel, when we looked at this guy's stuff, he was definitely competent at it. And Sketchy sent us like a mock-up, and it just looked proper good. It had like gigs at the top and gets on one side, and what was, maybe it didn't have
I was
gigs
gonna say
at
that's
the
early
top.
for gigs and gigs.
Yeah, it might not have. Yeah, it had some, but it was. I'm thinking about it now. It just looked clean. You know when someone sends you a nice branding deck.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went with him, and then he said, "Cool, this is how much it's gonna cost," and it was like 2.5 bags. And I remember I just started like my permanent job. So you know when you finish uni, it's like the holy grail is getting a job, innit? Like getting a nice job that is in line with your degree, all of that stuff. So after doing all these different contracts, getting small money here and there, I finally landed my first job, and I was looking forward to buying trainers. And then we got this bill for like 2.5 bags, and it's like, oh, we've got to put that on hold because we've got to pay off this thing over like some months. You know, like delayed gratification.
Yeah.
So did that, and then I think it took like 3 months. Sketchy did it, and then I think we got to a point where we were like, okay, the site's here. You got this shiny new toy, but you can't differentiate it. Like, as in, someone else can just build a website and do the same. What's the difference? We're putting up the same videos, and there's not new content. So we're like, we have to go and film. So I remember, I think Posty hit up Jamal. And
SBTV.
Yeah, Pioneer hit up Jamal and was like, would you be our cameraman? Basically. But them times, Jamal is like the leader in the space. So I don't think, that just didn't happen. Well, clearly it didn't happen.
Posty's ambitious though, because to go for the leader in the space,
ask him to be the
that's the
cameraman.
same attitude he's got now. Like, to go for the top guy. No, I'm going to go for the top guy. I get it.
Yeah.
Carry on.
And so we were like, all right, cool. Then we have to film. And this is no disrespect, innit? But we're from Barking. So, you know what I said earlier about like, if you're from Bow, you know
got everyone.
Yeah, you know everyone.
You know someone who knows someone. There was no one.
Yeah.
So, and we weren't doing music stuff like that where we knew people. Like Posty had some tunes with some people, which actually helped. But the first interview we got was J2K because Sketchy did his MySpace.
Yeah.
So then gone to J2K, we've done all the different segments. We got the freestyle, did the interview, done the crep check, blah, 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 blah. And then J2K vouched for us with someone else. And then it went on. I think the next person was Lee Brasco. And then someone else, and then someone else. And then it became a thing, innit? You know how it is when you start stuff.
Cool.
Or you just get air. It's all of that stuff.
Yeah, the game.
And then, bruv, it just snowballed. And I think one thing I remember is like, so back to Gerald, I remember we'd film this stuff, and because of the course he did, he knew how to edit. So I was like, can you come out and show me how this thing where I've gone and bought a new laptop, we've got the camera, I'm looking at the footage. I remember exporting so many different versions, the things, the wrong dimension, it's too small, it's too big, taking ages to upload. But when you want to do something, you navigate in it, like you find a way. So he came over and then he showed me in like it was literally like 5-10 minutes, like, all right, cool, this is how you cut, this is. But because when we were doing music at mine, when we're recording and then I'm putting everything together, it's the same.
Similar process,
It's like the sound waves and the da-da-da-da. So I just picked it up straight away. And then, that was that. We're just filming all the time, hitting people. Because you have to keep it going.